for warmth, but I also really want to welcome everyone back to Williams. I'm Aaron Sullivan, humbled to say the men's soccer coach here because we have another very distinguished coach of ours in attendance. And part of me today is a player because we honor a former teammate and classmate and leader of ours as we do every year, and this is the 20th year that we're going to do this. It's also a distinct privilege always to welcome, as we honor Matt Stauffer, welcome his family back. Dana Farber bundled up, and Hannah, who's now more than one child in the family, who's juggling 4. So it's always a privilege to welcome everybody back, and I think today's going to have a lot of really meaningful moments, some of which will be slightly warmer than these, celebrating the history in the past and what Matt meant to all of us. So this is a time where we often share some remarks. Anybody who wants to is welcome to, and then we can take a couple photos and we can work toward warming up. But again, I just want to say welcome back. It's a really important occasion for all of us, and those of you who knew Matt know that there's no question. I had a lot of people ask me, and I chuckled, are you still going to go out and be by the rock? And I sort of chuckled because I think in our generation and in our team, and in large part because of people like Matt, there wasn't any question about who had your back and who was going to be there and who you could rely on. And that was 100% without any negotiation. And that's what Matt brought to his relationships and to the team and to all of us. And it's something we can really aspire to live by. So I'm just really happy that all of you made this effort because it's not a small one, and we welcome you back.
Matt's youngest sister, Hannah, and I went to school here. So rather than having I guess you're the coach. Oh, and I'm on video. I was gonna ask who's hung over here, and just that way I would figure out who the current students are, but don't do that. Fine. I guess mostly for the current students, I want to make sure that my brother's not just like an old guy on a rock that people remember. He will be that. He might be that for you, and that's fine. But clearly, he's not just that. People keep coming together. His friends, part of the soccer program, people who weren't part of the soccer program, actually keep coming here to be here. I got one of my classmates here. And so we memorialize him, and I think we heroicize him somewhat. And I want you to remember, he was very fallible. He was a human. He was my brother. His farts stunk. His jokes weren't always funny. He couldn't sing that well. But when we heroicize someone, we can idolize them, and it gets so overwhelming, like they're so above us, that we forget how to take those little steps on the ladder to try to attain their greatness. And so Matt was about just always striving for a little better. So you guys here at Williams, always strive to be a little bit of a better friend. Reflect, just ask yourself. Matt was so thoughtful. So what I ask of you guys, you soccer players, you college kids, just be a little more thoughtful. That hookup you had, just reflect on it. Be the best guy that you could be. Because Matt also really, whoever you're making out with, Matt definitely respected women and men. But just everything. He was always about trying to reflect and be the best that he could be. So please try to carry that on and have those honest conversations and be willing to admit that maybe you didn't do something just perfectly or not, or just good enough. Have a higher standard for yourself always, please. And that will help carry on the beauty of who Matt was as a person. So see you guys here. The first year we came here with you guys, this little one was in my arms. She was maybe 7 months old. And these guys, these are my 4 kids here, and they've all gotten to grow up here with all these other little faces, and they've gotten to know you and the Williams soccer program, and most importantly, they've gotten to know your kids. And it was a huge loss for Hannah and I. We loved our older brother so much. I always hoped I'd know his wife. I always hoped I'd know his kids. That still is a heavy loss for us, but all of you are what he gave us, and your kids are what he gave my children. I love being with you here every year. Thank you for coming back to the team that comes back every year.
I love you guys too. You're such beautiful, bold, young people. I hope you're enjoying every moment of this exquisite day and all the days that come. So thank you for letting us be part of your lives, and thanks for coming back for my brother.
For Julie Stauffer, Matt's mom. And I walked out here this morning in this incredible cold, and I have to say I am just overwhelmed at all of you who braved this frigid weather and come to celebrate this young man who was my son. And I am not going to say anything more because I think we need to do a photograph, but I thank you for coming out today. It couldn't be more beautiful. And it's probably Matt smiling down saying, gotcha. It's really cold.
Put the stone here so he could oversee everything in the valley. But also he ran the hill better than anyone, and even the scooter couldn't keep up with him on the hill. So for the Williams players here, we used to run preseason hill every day. And we'd go 20 a day, and then Matt would say, no, we're not doing 20, we're doing 24. And so he just set an example, always set such high standards. He was a real inspiration to me, and I miss him dearly. I think of him all the time. I'm actually reading a book now about the All Blacks rugby team from New Zealand, and many of their core values are very similar to what Matt had. So I want to thank him, Lord. I'm so impressed with the other people. I just came in from Florida, and I had 2 long walks in. Going to this place here, so when you guys are running the hills, you have inspiration, and he oversees you on the playing field. So thank you everyone for coming.
Athletic director who's here somewhere, and Tiku Majumder, who's the interim president at Williams. Tiku right here, and for making the effort to come down.
I'm Jeff Chapin, class of '96. I played basketball, and I was a roommate with Matt. Watched how he played his soccer, played for a little bit with him. He was an unbelievable person. What I took from him was how I've lived my life differently for the last 20 years, which is don't have any regrets, do what you want to do in life and what you believe in. And when he said that when he got sick, all his excuses for not making changes seemed so small. And so we've all taken that. And I think a lot of people here have changed their lives over the last 20 years. So it's touching to be back here every year.
It's Terry Kaufman. You know, after 20 years of coming back here and meeting up on the hill with everybody to see Matt, you know, it's hard to really put into words what it's about. It's not about soccer. It's really just about being around all these guys and thinking about Matt, thinking about who he was back then, thinking about who we'd be now, but also seeing everybody bring their families out and new kids coming around. It's really an amazing experience. So I look forward to another 20 years of this, hopefully. And Matt, love you, buddy.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Mundo, graduated in 2017, and I won the Matt Stauffer Award for my year, and it was a really big honor. Matt is someone who continued to live on in our team and served as a role model for what it was like to lead, what it was like to be a team player and support your teammates. He's someone that I think about a lot still, and someone I try to model pretty much day to day. So for someone who graduated in 1996 to stay with the team for as long as he had is a testament, I think, to the man he was.